Absolutely. Absolutely. Autism.
Absolutely autism.
Hi, welcome to Absolutely Autism. I'm Lisa.
I'm Amy.
And I'm Janelle, and today we're going to talk about getting through the day.
Yes. Things we do for our children to make their day easier.
And hopefully have it be successful.
So an experience that I have with my son is his socks. He does not like the seams in socks, and for a while there we were playing around with them. We were doing them inside out, or he would pull them out a bit and flip them on top of each other so he didn't feel the seam. Eventually we found a great place, Shoes and Socks, which sell seamless socks, but they still do have just a little bit of stitching there. So they're not perfect in the way that seams go, but if for us they've worked really well. My son still needs to line them up because he can still feel those little seams, and I've cut them off a little bit too, and that helps. There are other websites too that supply completely seamless socks as well, and this is something you could actually look at NDIS funding for, because it makes my day a lot easier. Because when he was putting them on, and we would be putting his shoes on just before we left for school or an outing, he'd put them on, and then 20 seconds later, in the corner of my eye, he's taking them off again. And we would go through that until we get them perfect. But yeah, that's been something that's helped get through the sensory day issue.
Yeah, definitely. It's just those little hurdles sometimes can make the day so much harder. So if you can find something that makes that work go a lot smoother too. Definitely. My son's very visual. He likes predictability as well. So he likes to have some kind of schedule to follow. So for us, getting through the day, we have set up what are called visual schedules. So they're 10-step schedules broken down into things that he needs to do throughout his day, and he refers to them. So for example, we have a schedule in our bathroom of the 10 steps to getting showered and ready for the morning. And they're just pictures that we've taken so that he has something that he can relate to of himself. For example, step 1, clothes in the laundry basket. Step 2, turn the shower on. Step 3, in the shower, wash body, brush teeth, hop out.
Detailed,
yes,
isn't it?
Yeah. So that's why they're broken down into only 10, so that's not too overwhelming. Yeah. And it's just with the big steps throughout the day. So we obviously don't do it for everything, but even just for getting out the door as well on a school day. We've got a 10-step schedule that he needs to do. And so in his mind, it sort of eases him into transitioning from home to school because he's done those 10 steps. It's like a mental preparation.
Do you find that if you're in a hurry that you still have to go through the 10 steps?
Yes. We need to be very time aware in our house. So preparation is definitely key, and I'm very aware of what he needs to do. And he's got used to a lot of the schedules now, so he goes through them a lot quicker than he did at first because he knows what's coming, but he still likes to look at it and do a bit of a mental checklist. Yes, I've done that. Yes, I've done that. And that really helps us get through the tougher parts of the day for him.
For my son, he needs to know first and then, and he has a lot of issues with transition. So we work a lot of our sensory stuff around transitioning and routine and schedules as well. That sort of thing really helps him to be able to function okay, especially in the morning when it's a bit crazy. In my house, we've got 3 boys getting ready for school. It's a bit crazy. So especially with transition, for my youngest, we used to have an app that would be first and then. So first you put your socks on and then you put your shoes on.
Isn't it funny how effective first and then is? I love it. I use it all the time. Sorry to interrupt, but
Especially for my two youngest boys, we have our therapy dog, and he comes with us to go from the car to school. So just having him with us, our dog helps our boys to feel secure and safe and happy to walk from the car to school and know that our dog will be with them the entire way. And then I generally will bring him for pickup as well. So walk from the classroom to the car and our dog will be with us. So he's been a great help with us.
therapy dogs, I've read so much about them, and I'm trying to have one for our family because I think that is something that will also help get through the day.
Yeah, he certainly has helped. Yeah, definitely. And it's his therapy for my boys, but he's therapy for me too.
That would be a great topic to talk about. We'll touch more on that in a future. We'll touch more on therapy dogs in a future video because that's a
good topic.
Good topic.
What about the evenings? I think that's the hardest part of the day for everybody.
Witching hour.
Especially for children of school age that coming home from school.
Yeah.
That's a big transition. They're tired, they're hungry, they're overwhelmed.
Yeah.
They have generally held in quite a few emotions and senses through the day at school, and that needs to come out.
That is our key meltdown time. That is where all hell breaks loose in my house. As no matter what I put in place, that is the time of day where no, we can't have visitors because that is not a good time. Yeah, no, we have meltdowns, we have issues, we have bickering, we have all of that, and for some part that is getting through my day, is just letting them let loose. Home is a safe place. Yeah.
That's key. Home is a safe place. I love that because I don't feel like our children always have an environment where they can just be themselves. For the most part, our children in school, they're very lucky because they are in a special class where there is an environment that is suitable for them, and they can...
And an understanding.
Yes. And they're surrounded by like-minded people as well. So,
But not all children have that, and so home really is that place where you can form that security and the foundation that they're safe.
Especially for those of you who have school-age children that possibly are in mainstream, they need that outlet afterwards. They need to be able to just go home and go, ugh, I need to just let loose and, stim and scream and let go of all of the stuff I've been holding on to all day.
yeah. I found recently with my son being diagnosed with ADHD, he takes medication short-term throughout the schooling hours. And then as he transitions off of that coming home, it enhances or exacerbates the ADHD. So we've had to sort of change our planning after school to be a bit different than what it was before. So for us, we've learnt going to a playground after school, just free play, free physical play, I should say. So going for a swim as well has really helped transition. And then by the time we get home, he has sort of regulated himself enough.
Absolutely.
So even things like that.
I try to make sure that our sensory box is out.
Yeah.
We've got a box that has all the sensory stuff in it, and it's got a body sock, and I don't put restrictions on things like the tablets and the games machines and that, because if they need that to regulate after school,
we're the same.
That's what we do.
But I think it's having structure without structure.
Yeah.
The structure part of it is that there is no structure.
Yes.
It's giving them that freeness.
And that availability to just let loose until they then have to go to bedtime routines.
Yes.
Bedtime routines.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Anybody got one?
That works.
Please tell us.
It's called melatonin.
We revert then back to our visual schedules.
Yeah, we have the same.
That works for us. The 10 steps to bedtime.
Yeah.
That's what works for us. And I have a certain time of the day, and it's normally here in Australia. It's normally around 7, where I have a routine that I do that helps my son recognise that the day is winding down.
Yeah.
So that is when we pack up toys and there's no more toy time. You can have iPad or TV, but once the toys have packed up, it's relaxation time.
Yeah.
We close the curtains, we put the lamps on,
Yeah, we do the same.
we sort of shut up the house for the
Yeah.
day.
And it's just that
quiet
visual representation of the day is finishing. We're closing the curtains, we're putting the lights on. This means that it's now nighttime.
And for us, the timer is our best friend.
Yeah.
It's that we put a timer on, you know, this is how long you have to do the activity that you're doing now, and then we move on to this.
I can't recommend timers highly enough.
Yes, timers are
Timers are amazing if you
great.
can afford them.
Yes,
We don't know what that is.
we're going through the process for NDIS now for timers, because you can get a watch that's a timer that we really would like.
It is a visual clock that has a clock face with 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You get the idea.
Yeah.
And when you pull the thing across, it brings a red wedge. So
you
it
can
is.
see it
You can
getting
see it
smaller.
getting smaller. It's visual. It works so well, and we would love to have one. We will just have to deal with that with NDIS as well, I think.
Anything's good. You've got egg timers.
Yeah.
You've got just your normal
Sand
kitchen
timers.
timers.
You
Yeah.
can get timers from Kmart, from cheap shops, anything like that.
Even just the alarms on your phone sometimes.
Yeah,
can
they're
work.
good. And they can see those counting down. Microwave timers, if you've got one on your microwave, anything like that. Anything that will give an audible sound is always good. I mean, sand timers don't have an audible sound, but you can see it.
Yeah.
The visual
Yes.
lessening of time.
We often say what time we're giving them. We'll say, oh, we've got 5 minutes, but we're nowhere near our phone. So we'll mentally go, okay, yeah, that's about 4 minutes now.
We always get a few extra minutes when you're doing that.
Yes, and then we'll just put the timer on for a 10-second interval, and it'll be like, the timer went off. So, yeah, very effective, very effective.
So hopefully all of this has helped. I hope that we've given you a few ideas. And, you know,
It comes down to being prepared, being
Yeah.
organised.
yeah, do the schedules the day before.
Set yourself up for success. Even if it takes a few minutes the day before.
Yeah. My son certainly likes when we go through the next day, the night before. So we have a planner that has the day, the date, what the weather's going to be, and then what he will do that day. And he loves going through and knowing what's going to happen, and that works well.
We'll share some pictures of the different visuals and things that we use for our children through the day on our social pages, so you can have a bit of an idea of what we use.
Yeah, we'd love to see what you use as well. Seriously, put it in the comments, show us on our Facebook, all of that, we want to know. And also, if you need help with anything, just pop that in the comments too, and hopefully our village can help.
Yeah. So don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and also follow us on all usual social medias, Instagram and Facebook. And thanks for watching. We hope you would get through the day. Bye. Bye.